Today, we are going to be talking about how two Nigerians built a $1 billion fintech empire. Two Nigerian entrepreneurs became billionaires by doing what everyone said was impossible. This is the story of Tosin and Felix. Let's start with who they really are. Tosin and his co-founder Felix. In 2025, they were senior engineers at InterSwitch, one of Nigeria's leading fintech companies. They had stable careers, good salaries, and a clear path to promotion. But they saw something that kept them awake at night. Over 60 million Nigerians had zero access to basic banking services. Small business owners like market traders, people just running, small scale shops behind their house or at the front of their house, roadside vendors were completely locked out of the former financial system in Nigeria. So they saw this opportunity and they made a decision to actually shock everyone. They resigned from their jobs solving this problem. What they did differently is something that is very fundamental to the concept of marketing. While every other fintech company in Nigeria was chasing corporate clients and high net worth individuals, Tosin and Felix went in the complete opposite direction. They focused exclusively on micro businesses and small scale traders. They built Moniepoint, a simple, reliable payment infrastructure that worked everywhere, not just in Lagos or Abuja, but in remote villages in Sokoto, Calabar, every corner of Nigeria. Their POS terminals were affordable, their transactions fees were transparent, their customer service actually picked up the phone when you have issues to help you to resolve this problem directly. Most importantly, they understood something very fundamental. If you serve millions of people making small transactions, the volume becomes your competitive advantage, and they weren't looking for a big client. They were just building a platform for everyone, every single person, poor, rich, and everyone that needs this solution. So 9 years later, the results are extraordinary. Moniepoint now processes over $250 billion in transactions every single year. That's more than the GDP of some African countries. 2 out of every 3 Nigerian adults use their POS terminal. If you have made a payment in Nigeria in the last 6 months, there is over 67% chance that it has went through Moniepoint. So in October 2024, they raised about $110 million in Series C funding from Google's African Investment Fund and several international venture capital firms. With that round, Moniepoint became Africa's newest unicorn, a company valued over $1 billion. Today, they operate in all 36 Nigerian states. They serve over 2 million businesses and process more transactions than any other fintech in West Africa. And the lessons that comes with this is the fact that Tosin and Felix success is not miraculous. First, let's talk about the crucial lesson that every startup founder needs to pick from this. They identified an underserved market that everyone else had written off as too difficult or not profitable enough. Those millions of small traders became their strongest assets eventually. And secondly, they built their solution for African reality, not by copying what worked in Silicon Valley or London or anywhere else. They understood the infrastructural challenges that was present in Africa, the trust barrier, and the specific needs of the Nigerian businesses. Thirdly, they stayed patient and consistent from 2015 till 2024. That's 9 years of relentless execution before achieving unicorn status, not shortcut, just consistent value delivery. And fourthly, they focused on solving a real problem exceptionally well. Rather than trying to be everything to everyone, Moniepoint does one thing well: digital payment. It does it better than anyone else in the market. So what this means for every startup building a startup, and if you are trying to build a business in Africa today, ask yourself this question: who are the customers that everyone else is ignoring? Those are your missing opportunities. Tosin and Felix actually proved that massive opportunity exists in serving the underserved. The market doesn't care about your fancy office or your Silicon Valley pedigree. It cares about the solutions that actually work and that people are willing to pay for. So the point is that the next $1 billion company will be built by someone watching this video right now. it could be you. And what lesson have you taken from this short story? At SLS Bridge, we help ambitious businesses scale using smart marketing strategies and proven growth systems. If this story inspired you, follow us for more African tech success stories and let us know in the comment section which founder should we feature next. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. This is the SLS Bridge Founder Series. See you in the next one. Cheers.